Hello YouTube! Today I'm going to be doing a review on The Six by Mark Alpert. I won this book through Goodreads First Reads, and this is the second book that I won, and I thought that doing a full review video for it would be really great. This was a little bit different than what I usually like to read. It is young adult fiction, which is what I normally like, but this was way more scientific than I really enjoy. Not that it was written badly, the writing was pretty good, very easy to follow, but I definitely felt that it was really good at the beginning, kind of through the middle it started to get a little boring, and then kind of toward the end it picked back up. There's definitely going to be a sequel. The last page just makes it like there's no way that there isn't going to be a sequel, and I'm not sure if I'm going to read it or not. I'm not really interested in too much scientific computery things. It was an interesting concept. It was about a kid that had very bad muscular dystrophy and couldn't walk, and his dad was some special intelligence person through the US and was creating an artificial intelligence system, and his artificial intelligence system went rogue, and then also came up with this idea of transporting or copying people's minds and putting them into a robot, or also from the robot they could transfer into other electronics, take control of cars, of planes, stuff like that. So it was an interesting concept, and it was very out there, very, very scientific, sci-fi fiction kind of thing. I think the main character, Adam, was pretty amazing. He did have a lot of different gripes and struggles, and well, he couldn't really be in a wheelchair or anything like. I mean, he had to be in a wheelchair, so he couldn't do too much. So it was kind of cool, him getting transported into a robot, and then him like being able to do things that he never was able to do before. So it was really cool. And the six was that it was six kids that were transferred into robots, and then they fought the rogue artificial intelligence system. And, you know, there's also, like, side plots and everything like that that happen. I would put this at, like, a 3.5 out of 5 stars for me. So my next book that I'm going to read is going to be The Bone Clocks, which I picked up from my local bookstore. When I'm going to start a new book, I'm going to have my boyfriend come in and judge it by its cover, and then when I do a review by it, I will see if he's correct or not. Bring over a chair. So Gabe, when you see this cover, what do you think? Show it to the camera. The Bone Clocks. Show him the cool thing.
And then there's this stuff on the side.
Oh, pretty things. Pretty things. You're totally advertising our school.
What?
You're advertising our school.
No, I'm not. This is a book.
Is it?
I was looking at it, and I really can't tell much from the cover at all. It definitely looks like a bunch of clock faces that are all coming together. And the thing on the side, which looks a lot like a maze coming together, makes me think that there's going to be some sort of maze or something like that. So then, thinking of a maze and bone clocks, I'm thinking of like a death race almost.
Death race.
Well, it's like the bones of people who didn't make it through this, and they only have so much time to make it through, and each one is a clock face. Out of the golden apple.
Oh wow! I didn't even notice. There's like little gold hashes all around the edge. That's really cool.
The gold apple makes me think of
Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve, but it also kind of makes me think of something else, but it's on the tip of my tongue. It made me think of Midas.
Midas.
King Midas, the touch of gold.
The Midas touch, isn't that like a tire company?
Midas is a tire company.
Okay.
But Midas was the one that anything he touched turned to gold.
Oh.
But definitely more Adam and Eve. So it could be the apple, which is in the middle. It's in the middle. See, it's right there. They could be going towards whatever that prize is. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's like knowledge or something, because it's the apple from the tree of knowledge. Oh, off screen.
Come back on. I forgot to show the coolest part about the six. Are you ready? Look how beautiful this inside cover is, or the actual hardcover is. So this really shows the man Oh, it's hard to do it. It's reversed. The camera's reversed. Okay. The man inside the robot.
The man.
But look how shiny it is.
The
I was so
robot.
excited when I won this book, and then I opened it up, and I was like,
This is the Bone Clocks.
this is the 6th.
It's also by the author of Cloud Atlas, which was a pretty out there book.
You didn't
Not
read
that I
it,
read
though.
it, but the movie was pretty
Oh,
weird.
but the movie.